For those of you who don't know, I'm Maggie, and today we are back with one of the bigger product empties videos that I've had in a while. I don't know what it is, just the timing of when I started all this, I guess, but this is probably the biggest batch, so grab a glass of water, a cup of coffee, whatever it is that you need to get through this, and we'll just take some time to hang out and chat through some of these products, what I loved about them, what I didn't like about them. Maybe you can learn how to save your money on a couple of things that you've been eyeing, and I do have some like real all-time favorites in this bunch, so I'm really excited to share it with you all today. So the first product that I want to talk about is one that's on the more boring side, so we'll start with it. And that is this Advanced Moisture Balance Multi-Purpose Solution from the Up and Up brand, so it's from Target. I ended up getting this because I ran out of my BioTrue contact solution that is truly what I live and breathe by. I switched to that a couple of years ago because I noticed that I was using kind of an off-brand like this contact solution for a really long time, and it wasn't cleaning my lenses really well. So my eye doctor recommended that I look for ones that specifically say that they're made for silicone hydrogel lenses, which is just the kind that I have. So when I finally found the store brand version that said that, it's working the exact same and saving me a little bit of money. I think that I got a 2-pack of these for somewhere around like the $10 to $15 range. You can get a better deal on the BioTrue from Costco in a larger size, but since I just wasn't going there and this was super convenient, it ended up working out. Know that this one does work, and I can say that with confidence because we're now into the spring season where allergens, for me at least, are at an all-time high, and I really haven't had any issues. I'm on my second bottle of this already, so this one was definitely a good find, saving me a little bit of money, and so I wanted to throw that out there. Next up is this body scrub slash bath soak. It comes from a brand called Radiant Labs, and I got this from, not Influencer, what was I gonna say? Octoly, which is basically a site that I can go on and like pick out different products to review, and then they send it to you, and you get to test them out. It's a really cool setup. This one I liked a lot. I liked this better as a body scrub than I did as a bath soak, but this is one of those body scrubs that I definitely would never repurchase because it is so messy, like gets all over your shower messy. And not only that, but it's super oily. Like it has oil dripping down the side of it right now, which is why I'm holding it at a weird angle. But that has pros and cons because I loved that it left my skin really oily and moisturized even after I got out of the shower, so I didn't necessarily need to apply lotion immediately, but it just got everywhere. And I really like the Shea Moisture one better, and I like the Trader Joe's body scrub better, so I just know that there's other things out there. Now this was on the pricier end because this is supposed to be a CBD scrub, so it does have that in there that's supposed to be restorative is what they have on the label. It was a really unappealing color, like a dark orange, like garbagey looking color. It was very unappealing and it didn't smell great. So just all around, this isn't my favorite product. Was it awful? No, but would I spend this much money on it to not even really get any of like the CBD relaxing effects from it? No. Okay, the Pro Enamel Sensodyne Gentle Whitening Toothpaste. I swear this is in every Empties. This is just my favorite toothpaste. It's kind of no frills. I do live with extremely sensitive teeth, and so for a while I tried to switch to a whitening toothpaste thinking that my teeth had healed and that they weren't as sensitive, and then come to find out it was just because this toothpaste actually does work. So I would say about 2 weeks after I started using regular whitening toothpaste again, I had the worst sensitivity, and ever since switching back to this, it's been so much better. So if you've ever been wary of this toothpaste because it is super duper expensive as far as toothpaste is concerned, know that it works. If you're somebody that really struggles with sensitive teeth, they can be really debilitating. It kind of makes like eating, I don't know, ice cream or drinking super hot coffee and stuff like that uncomfortable. So I think it's totally worth the price just to get rid of that, I don't know, added stressor to your life, I guess. Okay. The Living Proof shampoo and conditioner. This comes from their Restore line, and I got this as a box booster from FabFitFun, which was kind of a new program that they introduced a couple of seasons ago where you just get to add on these additional items that weren't part of the add-ons section, confusingly enough, but it was right after you customized your box, you had the option to add a couple more products. So I did end up doing it because I got this entire duo for I think $19, which is pretty good considering that one of these typically retails for that-ish, somewhere around there. So it was a really good deal to get them both for 20 bucks. Now the thing is, I love Living Proof products, I really do. All of their kind of like detangling creams are wonderful, hairsprays are great. Their full dry volume blast is my favorite texture spray. I could go on and on. They have a great styling cream, but For me, their shampoo and conditioner kind of falls flat. And no pun intended, but it kind of weighs down my hair to where it really is just like flat, stuck to my head. And also I'm somebody that struggles with like an itchy scalp. I definitely have like some form of like dermatitis in my scalp, and this for whatever reason really made that flare up. But since then I have switched over to the Head and Shoulders blue bottle, like the prescription strength kind of stuff, and I mean, I'm telling you, it has completely eradicated the itchiness of my scalp. I'm no longer flaking. It was a game changer. I'll be sure to link it in the description box below. It is seriously so good. Now, it does smell like detergent, so just be aware of that. It smells very chemically, but it has done wonders for my scalp, and I just feel like a new person after using it. Hot take, you'll probably see that in a favorites or something coming up soon, but moral of the story, this was good. It was fine, but it's expensive. It didn't do great things for my scalp, and I just didn't feel like it was worth the price. I've mentioned this a time or two, but I have had so many makeup wipes that I just needed to get rid of, and I really don't use makeup wipes a whole lot anymore, so it's taking me forever to get through them all. But I did make it through this little travel pack from the brand Formula 10.0.6, if that's how you say it. Very strange brand name. I ended up buying this for the DIY advent calendar that I did a couple of Christmases ago. This was something like $3 and it comes with 10 wipes. I thought it was a pretty good deal. And these were actually really good face wipes, because I prefer my face wipes to be very saturated. That is the #1 quality that I'm looking for, because I feel like how saturated a wipe is pretty indicative of how well it's gonna get your makeup off, which is the whole point of makeup wipes. I feel like the drier ones really don't do a great job of removing the products, and you're kind of tugging at your skin a lot more. These I actually would recommend if you're in the market. I think these are even more saturated than the Neutrogena wipes that I feel like are the most popular on the market. As far as drugstore is concerned, I don't know. Makeup wipes have kind of fallen by the wayside in general, but if you're somebody that does use them, these I would recommend. When I typically use makeup wipes is right before I exercise. If I wore makeup that day, I'll take off the makeup just with a makeup wipe to get the surface level stuff off, do my workout, and then I immediately get in the shower and wash my face. So that's why it's taken me forever to go through these. Ooh, the Athena Club Cloud Shave Foam with Aloe. This stuff is good. It really is, and maybe it's just because I wasn't using shaving cream a whole lot before I got this, but I just liked the unique texture of it. You spray it in your hand and it kind of expands, so it's kind of a fun product to use, and because of that, a little bit goes a long way. You can spray a little in your hand and you really can coat your entire leg in it. For most of my life, I've just used conditioner. I buy a big, like extra large bottle of conditioner so that it can kind of be like my shave gel and the conditioner. I feel like on average, I have to wash out my razor so many more times mid-shave when I use a shaving cream versus just a conditioner. That's a very mild complaint. There's nothing wrong with this. It's just, I think that I prefer the texture of maybe like a shave oil or like a conditioner a little bit more than the foamy stuff. But this was a really fun experience, a fun thing to use. I can honestly see myself repurchasing this because it lasted forever and I just felt like it was a good bang for your buck. So if you've been in the market, or maybe you have an Athena Club razor and you wanted to add this on to your next delivery or something, I would recommend this. And man, speaking of good products, my favorite nighttime moisturizer ever. It's this Origins High Potency Nightamins. This is a resurfacing cream with fruit-derived AHAs. So this does have sort of a chemical exfoliating quality to it, but I just feel like this texture is unbeatable. I really have a hard time finding another night cream that feels as luxurious as this. Now, let me qualify that with within this price point. Right now I'm using one that I think is valued. It's something stupid like $98, but I got it really inexpensive in a FabFitFun box kind of recently, and it's really good too, don't get me wrong. Like, I think that those two are on par, but that's what kind of makes me recommend this one, because it's half the price of the other, so it just seems a little bit more accessible. Now this is still expensive, somewhere around like the $47, $49 range, and that's a lot to spend on a moisturizer, but Origins has great valued gift sets. So if you've been in the market for this or dying to try it, keep your eyes peeled for gift sets, because you'll never pay full price for just one moisturizer. When I use this, I wake up and my skin is so like plump and moisturized, and I can just tell that it was doing good things overnight. It's not just a cream I'm putting on my face that's not really delivering any results. I'm always sad when I run out of this, but again, I'm gonna be waiting for a gift set because I'm not gonna pay full price. This one unfortunately really did not agree with me. This is the e.l.f. Super Mask, and I got this in a kind of an e.l.f. trial gift set. And you can see I used about half of this, I'd say. I think maybe you're supposed to get something like 6-ish uses out of this trial size, so it is a very generous size. However, this stuff broke me out. Like, I used this and the next morning woke up with all of this weird bumps, texture kind of stuff on my forehead. I had like a weird spot right here under my eye, and this was the only thing that I had changed. So I know that it had to have been this. I don't know if it's because it's on the older side. This just, I didn't want to use it again. It wasn't worth it to me. Have any of you had that issue? This is a product I haven't heard much about, so maybe not that many people have tried it, but this was a no-go. No-go. Save your money. This stuff, on the other hand, definitely buy it. It's so good. I've already purchased the full size of this, and this is the Paula's Choice Essential Glow Moisturizer with Broad Spectrum SPF 30. This is supposed to instantly illuminate and hydrate, reinforce what makes skin naturally healthy, and it has this replenishing cream texture. So this is basically a daytime illuminating moisturizer with SPF. It is like a powerhouse all-in-one product. A little bit goes a long way. In fact, I would really encourage you to only use a little bit because I think that's where you really get the best kind of luminous quality from this product. On days when I tended to apply a little bit too much, it almost gave my skin kind of a white cast that wasn't as attractive as when you kind of thin the product out nicely. So just a tip for you there. This is on the more expensive side, but for me, since it's a moisturizer, an SPF, and kind of an illuminating primer all in one, it's kind of worth it, right? Because you don't need all of those individual products. Now I have a Paula's Choice SPF that I absolutely love. This also SPF 30. It's like a tinted moisturizer that I'll be sure to link down below for you. But this stuff I've been loving and can really see myself traveling with this. It's like under the 3-ounce limit or whatever, so it'd be really easy to travel with. It's a squeezy tube, it's not gonna break, and it would require me to pack a lot fewer products if I were to just go with this. So it layers really well under makeup. I'm not wearing it today. I am really trying to prioritize a vitamin C oil that I have, and so I have a different daytime skincare routine going on. Man, really can't recommend this enough if you're somebody that likes that kind of like glowy, luminous look. I have finally hit the end of this Tarte Shape Tape, and I am really embarrassed to tell you how long I've had this. This is just not my favorite concealer. It's just a little too much for what I'm going for every day. I know a ton of people rave about this. I'm not gonna talk this to death because you've heard about it for like the past 4 years. For me, this just doesn't do it. It's a little bit too dry for me, and it really highlights any sort of like texture or crepiness under my eyes. And I really prefer concealers like the Maybelline, what is it? Is it Maybelline? I know you've heard of it. It has like the sponge tip, and I can't remember if it's CoverGirl or Maybelline. I'll put a picture of it on the screen right now, but that, actually the one I can't remember the name of, is my favorite concealer ever. It goes on so easily. You barely have to blot it in to blend it, and I really prefer to just use my hands for most everything on my face. So for me, this just, it was a little bit too much. Maybe for an event, but I'm not really going to that many events these days, so it's not super necessary. And this shade was a little bit too light for me. This was Light Sand. All right, the last two products are bath products because our house has really turned me into a bath person. And this was one I got in a 5-pack from a FabFitFun add-ons, again, a couple of seasons ago. And this is the Bathorium Crush Relaxing Bath Soak. This was in the variety Sea Kelp Serenity. Pour this entire packet into your bath, and it says a creamy effervescent lather, which is really interesting because I don't think I read that before I poured it in my bath. I thought it was just going to be another bath salt, and it really did create this like creamy bath, and it was like sizzling, kind of like pop rock sound, or maybe even the sound of a bath bomb dissolving or something, but the entire bath was doing it. So it was a kind of a cool experience, and it did smell really good. Just kind of like a fresh sea smell, kind of. Not overly perfumey, very enjoyable, still kind of had that aromatherapy kind of aromatic feel, but in a very natural, like spa-like way. I can definitely see myself looking up this brand of bath salts again. I have a couple more in my bathroom to use, and I've really enjoyed them. So I just thought this would be worth mentioning. And if they sell these little 5-packs, I think that would make a super cute gift for somebody. If you want a bath thing that's super accessible, This is my favorite ever. This is the Dr. Teal's Pure Epsom Salt Melatonin Sleep Soak with Essential Oil Blend. The scent on this is just truly head and shoulders above any other bath soak out there. Dr. Teal's is just so affordable, and they have a huge variety of different bath soaks. We have one that's like a hemp seed soak right now, but also like a vapor bath, so it's kind of like Vicks Vapor Rub, but your entire bath. That one is strange. It like makes your body feel cold even though you're sitting in hot water. But if you're battling allergies and stuff like I am right now, it works wonders. It works wonders. It's just a really weird feeling. Like you kind of feel like you're burning. This one, not so much. This one is just overly relaxing, makes your bathroom smell great, dissolves really nicely in the hot water so you don't feel like you're sitting in sand. I really love it. This is hands down my favorite Dr. Teal's bath soak on the market. I get mine at Target and they're about $4.50 for this entire bag, and this is 3 pounds for perspective. So I think that they're a great value, and they're made with pretty natural ingredients. It's kind of no frills and really effective and wonderful. And that's everything that I have today. We finally made it through the extra long empties video. I am really excited about a couple of the products that I've discovered this month. So I'm really looking forward to filming a favorites video soon if you're kind of into those. If you need more product empties to binge, I have an entire playlist that I'll include in the description box for you. And if you liked this video, then like it. Stick around, subscribe, join the community, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.